What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 22 of the Iron Man account. So what I did between the episodes was do a little bit of fishing, and I managed to catch myself my first Sea Emperor. So I guess 23 more to go to get the full diver armor set. I also managed to hit another fishing level. I am now at fishing level 21. And I also did a bit more farming, and finally completed the full melon armor set. Alright, so I'm starting off this episode right into dungeons, going to be attempting floor 6. I have given this one attempt in the previous episode, and let's just say it didn't go so well. But this time I will be a lot more careful, and actually give this a proper try. Let's do this. So as always, whenever I do a floor for the first time, I always want to solo it. Hopefully it goes alright, and not like the previous time. Oh, a legendary zombie knight sword. Haven't seen one of those before. I have just cleared the entire dungeon, and I am ready to give this my first serious and proper attempt. Alright, here goes. Let's do this. So, let's just say the next 7 or 8 attempts did not go well at all. I kept trying everything I could think of, using decoys, running away, just trying to tank them. I even tried using an inflatable Jerry in order to scare them off, but nothing seemed to be working. At one point, I just tried to survive for 2 minutes straight, just by teleporting around the room, but even that didn't work. I just could not get away from these guys. And honestly, I was kind of out of ideas. And I think I just need higher stats in order to even attempt this floor. I can clear it no problem, but the boss, you just need better stats for the terracottas. You know, Holy Dragon armor is not gonna cut it here for me. Maybe I need to try progress a bit more in other skills to get a bit more raw stats and improve my Skyblock level for more health. That might be the only thing I can think of right now, but this is such a rough floor. The only idea I haven't tried is switching to the tank class while still using my mage setup in order to just be a bit more beefy on the boss. Yeah, it will reduce my damage a bit, but you know, if I'm able to actually tank them, then I should be fine. But I think I'm going to hold off on that and maybe just focus on some other content just to be a bit more comfortable. And I think I'm going to take a small break from dungeons and see how much stronger I can become. Okay, so I have taken a couple days break from Skyblock just to have a good think about what else I could do. I actually did come up with a potential plan, but honestly I don't know if it will work. I thought maybe if I have a bunch of those roses chasing me from the terracottas, maybe I could use an ender pearl and like, you know, detach their targeting or something. But it just seems like it's just going to be a waste of time, so I'm not even going to give it a try for now. Maybe if I'm still struggling later on, then I'll try apply a tactic like that, but it seems like right now it's probably not needed. I will just focus on other content and just try focus on becoming stronger. And I'm going to start off by getting myself an upgraded accessory. Yeah, nice. Now I have an epic personal deleter. I also want to see if I can maybe progress a bit further in the fire trial. So I guess let's move through a couple of the levels. I can definitely get through the first one, no problem. Yep, pretty easy. And the next one, hopefully this one goes okay as well. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oof, I had to use a bit of healing there. Alright, not bad. There we go. So I believe this next trial, I need an equivalent of roughly 43,000 health, which I'm still pretty far away from. But, I mean, there's no harm in giving it a go as soon as these charges regenerate. Oh, so close. I feel like it's doable, but I might need a mana flux orb instead or something. Okay, well, since I'm taking a little bit of a break from dungeons, I kinda just want to do a little bit more farming. I want to progress through the farming as much as possible because I need a solid moneymaker for later anyway. So, in order to start going for the croppy armor to upgrade my melon armor, I have actually done a couple of contests and I once again have enough to trade for another gold medal. So there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy the mathematical hoe blueprint. Awesome. And I think I'm going to turn this one into the wheat version just because you need a lot of wheat for the croppy armor. So might as well make a start on this thing now and make that be my first hoe. Alright, here we go. Let's put this one in the middle and surround it with some wheat. And there we go. My first special hoe. Nice. And looks like it can be upgraded further as well. I just realized that this thing does not seem to have replenish built into it. And no, it doesn't. That is not very fun. Hmm. Looks like I'm still gonna have to make another plot available and then get cocoa beans on that one and actually farm replenish the old-fashioned way. A little bit disappointing because I was looking forward to farming some wheat, but I guess that'll have to wait a bit. Let's go and grab some compost then. So I am just farming a little bit of compost, or rather some crops to make compost from, and I'm approaching another farming level, which is quite exciting actually. Should reach it any second now. Hey, there it is. Farming level 29, and also a new skyblock level. Pretty cool. I believe this is actually already enough crops to make all the compost that I need to unlock the next plot. Unfortunately, these take quite a while to make. 10 minutes per thing, and I need another 19. So that's gonna be like 3 more hours. I guess I could use this time to try farm for a couple of these guys here. Yeah, I guess I'll spend this time to try farm a couple more pieces of copper to perhaps buy some more of these accessories or some of these reforged stones. This is also an awesome time to grind some of my first croppies, so I guess let's start with that. Hey, and there we go. There is my first croppie. Awesome, awesome. There we go. I just did one pass of the potato field and I got 6 croppies, which is actually pretty decent in my opinion. Not bad at all. And there is another visitor milestone reached. Very nice. Hey, and there's 24 compost. It's time to unlock a new plot. I guess I'll go with this one this time. Nice. And I guess let's go ahead and clean this one. Just waiting on a couple more leaves to decay. Almost there. Hey, there we go. So this plot is now clean and I can finally plant some cocoa beans on this thing. So how many do I need? 16,000. Alright, I just collected all the cocoa beans that I need, so let's go ahead and plant them. And there we go. Everything is finally pasted, and we can finally get to farming these things. Unfortunately, I will have to go back to using my old axe, just because this thing has built-in replenish on it, and I will not have to replant these things every single time. But yeah, awesome. I can't wait to get the replenish book onto my wheat hoe. Oof, it's gonna be a lot of farming. Alright, so I started doing a little bit of cocoa bean farming, and hopefully I can get my replenish book pretty quickly. And there we go, I just unlocked the replenish book. It's quite slow to farm these things, honestly. Like, in order for me to clear the whole plot, it's probably gonna take a good 10 to 15 minutes. This is all I've done. And there's like rows upon rows. I've already got quite a few. Yeah, not my favorite crop to farm. Definitely not. Oh, I just hit a new taming level. I actually want to share that my mushroom pet is getting quite high in levels already. I might want to start upgrading him to a higher tier soon. Okay, I just did one pass of the farm, and I have a total of 10 enchanted cookies, which is pretty good. So I guess I'll have to clear a little bit more, maybe just slightly more than half, and I should finish. So, not too bad. Alright, there we go. I had to clear another half of the farm, but that was perfect, and now I have enough to make my final 2 cookies, and hence the replenish book. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing on my brand new hoe. Alright, awesome. Chuck that there, and here we go. My first replenish book. And now we just go ahead and chuck it on the hoe. Very nice. Yep, perfect. Awesome. Now I can actually farm wheat properly. I'm also gonna go ahead and buy myself the Lotus Belt. So for collecting wheat, not only do I need a bunch for the croppy armor, but I also need a bunch to upgrade this hoe further. And I also need a bunch to make myself the enchanted version of the agronomy sack. So yeah, lots of farming to do here. Hey, there we go. Just hit 100,000 wheat collected with this hoe. Nice. So now it's an uncommon hoe now. Nice. Wow. Reach 10 million counter to get another +1 rarity. That's kind of absurd. Oh hey, look, there's also a contest going on. Nice. Seems like this entire episode is just gonna be me holding M1 while running left and right. Alright, so I farmed up a bunch of wheat, and the first thing I think I'm gonna make is an enchanted agronomy bag. So just need a bit of string and some enchanted leather. If it goes something like that. Yep, there we go. So now I can store pretty much every single crop I ever collect from now on. I don't think I will need to have any more dedicated space anywhere else apart from this thing here. Awesome. That's a lot of quality of life right there. So I can go ahead and load up all this stuff into my sacks, and I'll have everything on me from now on. Hey, there we go. So I was just doing a little bit of fishing for a change just before Marina leaves, which is going to be very soon. And, you know, I thought I should make a start on something that I probably should have done a while ago, and that is to actually start buying sponge every day. I know that I'm miles away from the sponge armor. You need like what, 38,000 or something ridiculous like that. And well, I only just now got 200 collection after what, 380 hours of playtime. So it's probably in my best interest to go ahead and start buying these things as soon as possible. It's definitely quite expensive, but the sooner I start, the better. So, I mean, I might as well make a start on this thing now. So, seems like I need to spend roughly 1 million every day in order to buy out this guy's stock. So, I mean, grinding 1 million per day is quite a lot, but maybe I'll just do it in modest amounts. Whenever I feel like farming, or fishing rather, I can maybe, before I do that, spend a little bit of time in my garden, just sell a bunch of melon, and then buy myself you know, the daily amount of sponge. I don't know, I'll figure it out, but I think I'm gonna start buying as much sponge as I can from this guy. And the other thing you have to remember is that you can actually buy both of the sponges and not just the normal one. You should also definitely be buying the wet sponge. It costs the same amount, and you can actually just trade these in for the normal sponge variant by simply going to your trades menu, and then here we go, cost wet sponge, and you get normal sponge. So just right click that and trade all of them in, just like that. And there we go, I just got 20 stacks of sponge, equivalent to 1,280, I believe. And I need 36,000, so it's gonna take over a month if I was to do this every single day. And like roughly 30 million, which is quite absurd. But, you know, sponge armor's pretty decent. Unfortunately, I am still gonna have to fish all the way until I actually unlock the thing, so I'm gonna have to stop buying these a little bit early. But, you know, the sooner I make a start, the better. Alright, so the mayor just changed again to Mayor Cole, and right now there is a mining fiesta. So I'm gonna go ahead and make use of this time to get a bunch more gold. This time, hopefully, I can spend a bunch of time here and get all the gold that I need to get up to my legendary griffin pet. So I also think that this is the perfect time to go over the plan for floor 6. So I will definitely need some better gear, and I think some of the items I want to aim for are the Mana Flux Power Orb, the Reaper Mask, the eccentric painting bundle that you can get from the dark auction, as well as the spirit helmet, I think it's called, or something like that, which I believe is also obtainable from the dark auction. And I also thought that maybe going for a Midas staff might be a good idea if Mayor Scorpius comes around before I beat the floor, which I highly doubt. I hope I can beat it before that, but I'm also not sure about the Midas staff because it might not be the best item to go for. But I don't know, I'm just thinking what might be decent to help me progress. The other thing I thought about was that maybe I should consider putting some ultimate enchantments on my dungeon gear, specifically the Last Stand enchantment, because, well, I don't really have problems with mana too much, and a tiny bit more damage is not really going to help me, but if Last Stand is going to let me survive without any issue, then maybe that's the way to go. Unfortunately, getting Last Stand books on everything is going to be very expensive. To get one item with Last Stand 5, I think I'll have to spend roughly 8 million, which means 32 million for a full set on my armor. And I'm not really sure if I want to spend that much money, but if I get a Reaper Mask before that, then I'll be very happy to put Last Stand on my Reaper Mask, because it's just a great item. And I hope that I can get at least one of these items of interest by the end of this episode. But for now, I guess it's time to mine. And as I said, I'm hoping to go all the way to 2 stacks of enchanted golden blocks, because right now is a fiesta and it's the perfect time to do so. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Oh hey, mining level 30, wow. Nice, I was only uh, mining for like maybe 10 minutes, so this is kinda nice. Nice little surprise. Oh, no way, I just missed it. I am mining level 31 already? I've been at this for, what, around 2.5 hours maybe? Maybe a bit more. Getting a decent stack of gold. And I believe during that entire time I got like, what, another 1.3 mil XP, I think, to level 31? That's, wow, that's a lot of XP today. This is quite an insane XP method when Maricole's around. But I guess we have to take into account the 60 mining wisdom that we get. Okay, so I mined pretty much through the entire mining fiesta, and I have my 2 stacks of enchanted golden blocks to go from epic to legendary, and also 12 to go from my currently only rare pet so far. So these ones over here are for the griffin, and I also got 1 extra golden block because I think I'm going to be upgrading my personal bank to be able to hold 100 million instead of just 50, because I'm approaching the max bank limit right now anyway. So just decided to get a little bit more while I was here. And yeah, I am very sick of farming gold. Even though it wasn't too bad, I just kind of put a movie on and did my thing. Anyway, this is gonna be super helpful when my Diana rolls around again, and I should hopefully get my legendary griffin, finally. If I was to sell these blocks instead of using them for crafts, I could have actually made a pretty decent amount. So 13 mil here, so roughly what, 14 and a half, something like that. That's actually pretty decent money for around 4 hours. But believe it or not, I think my farming is actually already a little bit better than that, without any sort of fiesta, so these are definitely very, very precious materials. Alright, well, might as well go ahead and upgrade my bank right now. So we need 5 million and 1 block of enchanted gold. Alright, so from now on we should even make a little bit more interest every day, which is also pretty handy. Awesome. I've never actually upgraded my bank before, so this is pretty sweet. So I think I'm going to start with going for the Mana Flux Power Orb, because it seems like I've already got a couple of materials saved up. So it really shouldn't be so bad. I need a total of 32 golden teeth. And it seems like I have roughly half of what I need. So let's get to it. But before I start grinding Svens, there's actually a dark auction coming up in like a couple minutes, so... Wait, is it this house or the other house? I don't know. I think it's this house. Well, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and see if any of the items come up that I'm interested in. And maybe I can get things for, I don't know, under 10 or 5 mil, but from what I remember, dark auction prices are quite ridiculous, so I'm not really holding my breath. I just want to scope out the amount of money I might need, to be honest. There he is. So I brought all my money with me, and I'm definitely not interested in a turtle pet. Alright, not interested in the Power 6 book either. Ooh, and there's a spirit mask. I actually kind of want to bid on this thing. Nice. Well, okay, somebody has bid quite a lot. Okay, this... Oh my god, wait. Wait, what? What? 82 mil? 83? Wait, is this thing really that expensive? Holy crap, okay, this is nowhere near my price range. That is insane. I did not know these things go for that much. I thought surely I could snag something for like 10 million. What? What? I am in disbelief. This is insane. Is this normal? Doesn't seem like it. Oh my god, crazy. Guess now it's time to grind some Svens. Oh hey, look at that. Combat 29, awesome. Alright, I think after this kill I should have all the wolf teeth that I need for the mana flux. Yep, there we go. That is another 32 stacks of wolf teeth. Gonna quickly sell the hamster wheels, get a little bit of my money back. The only problem is that I'm pretty sure I don't actually have any gold to make these into golden teeth, because, well, I used all the gold I have to turn into enchanted golden blocks. So I guess back to the dwarven mines I go without a fiesta. Alright, here we go. I just finished getting the remaining gold that I needed. And there we go. Now up to 32 golden teeth. So I can finally make the Mana Flux Power Orb. So we need 4 blocks of enchanted lapis. And the Radiant Power Orb as well. And I think that's all I need for this craft. Just like that. Yep, Mana Flux Power Orb. Awesome. Look at this thing, it's beautiful. Awesome to see. Finally. Alright, well, at least that's one item off the list. So I'm pretty happy with that. And on that note, I think I'm going to end the episode. Sorry guys that it took so long for this one to come out. I was just having some real life things going on. But I still hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next one.